Hey, welcome back to Mahakam in Thronebreaker. We're still trying to impress Bruvahug, and we're on our way to the summit meeting, but first, we've got to deal with this vampire. I think it's Nekimara. Not 100% though. Let's have a look. Is he going to tell us here? Maybe not. The fact that Elder Bruvahug had finished spring cleaning had not meant that passage was safe. Off the beaten track amidst icy windswept ruins, beasts still lurked, ready to ambush naive travelers who strayed too far from the road. Puzzle battle, awesome. Eliminate both the reckless and the shrewd vampires. Do not let any more of your soldiers get seized. Use your leader's ability. Alright. Alrighty, cool puzzle this one. So, I figured it out first go, but I had to read through these quite a few times because it's a bit confusing about which perspective it means when it's talking about the allied. I guess they're talking about my allied unit to the side being the enemy's side, you know. But because I'm on their cards, I assume that I am the enemy. But anyway, whatever. So that's how it's going to work. So on alternating turns, this one is going to take the highest unit over here. This one is going to take the lowest unit over here. Now, the win conditions are that we can't let either of these guys get moved over here. And we have to destroy these two and use Meave's ability, which is the longsword ability, boosted now by 4. So, first up, it's going to take the highest card. So we can just put this anywhere, doesn't really matter. Just put a decoy down. Well, it's just a puppet, really, it's not a decoy, but that goes over there. Okay, so now, this one is going to take the highest card. The problem is, no wait, sorry, it's going to take the lowest card, of course. So that's these guys, and we can't have that. So now we've got to use Meave's ability on the Hadgeduck, not on the Scytheman, because he'll get his loyal boost. And that'll bring them both above 8. And then we've also got to play a card, so just, again, play it wherever, it doesn't really matter, I think. And that one goes over there. Okay, so now we're back to taking the highest card. But, you know, now we've got a problem because these guys are the highest. So now we use our Fortitude Tonic on the soldier puppet. And then we can end our turn. Okay, so now we're back to the lowest unit. So now I'll just play this one over here. Now Wagon Bird comes back here. It's 4 units over there. We just need to play our last soldier puppet next to that. Get the armor up to 4. Take them both out. Lots of good loot around here. Oh, here we go. The Workers' Commission has determined that the nasty stench floating around Crag Pass gold mine is not, in fact, a fart, Vultures or otherwise, but is caused by methane fumes. As a result, please heed the following. Do not enter the mine until the stench is cleared, under no circumstances. Do not come within 30 paces of mine's entrance with a flame. Apologise to Vulta for any inconvenience you've caused her. Hoo hoo ha. Alright, nice. Good haul. We checked that, didn't we? Yeah, okay. So let's move onwards. Let's check our map again. Just so we make sure we don't get lost or make sure we don't miss anything, really. Oh, that's right, we're headed west, aren't we? Okay. Well, let's send the scouts out. See how we're doing. I think we're nearly there. Nearly at the end of Mahakam. Ooh, cool. Okay, let's continue on a bit further before we head back to camp and see if we can see if I can remember what I wanted to build next. What do we got here? Was that another forktail? Something different this time. Standard battle. Suddenly a piercing shriek came from above. Without a chance to react, a large creature swooped down from the sky and plucked up an unfortunate infantryman. His blood was splattered across the snow, leaving a crimson trail straight to the beast's nest. Alright, just a standard battle. Okie dokie. So we got a Mahakam now, nice. So we got our blood as well. Look at 5 cards. From your deck and play 2 and discard the rest. The Forager. The Pathfinder even. Could clear row effects. Don't know if we're going to have row effects here. I'm going to get rid of that because there's a good chance we'll get it with this. What do we got here? 2 of the strays, they're the new ones as well. Deal damage of unit by 5 if it's rolling fire with fire units by 5. I really like that. What do we got here? Northern winds. Damage all damaged enemies by 4, then damage all enemies by 2. Okay, and we got Isabel here, which can be quite nice, but I think it's yeah, it's a full battle, isn't it? It is a foretail. That's gonna be these flipping harpies again, isn't it? Okay, okay. So that could be nice. Would be like a spiked pitfall trap. Let's trade that one out. Yeah, I want to go now. Slinger can be nice. Okay, let's trade a Scytheman. Bomber, nice, okay. I don't think... Do I really want 2 strays? Perfect. Alright. We are in business. So, straight off the bat, as per usual. Pitfall trap. Yep, here come the harpies. I'll hold on for now. So now... Ooh. The Slizzards, yeah. Every time on turn start, increase counter by 1 and damage a random enemy by 2. Death Wish multiply it. So I want to take that out nice and early, but I also want to get out the Hackamail to get that working. Well, let's play that. I'll change... No, we got knickers too. Let's change these guys.
You sweat like a swine in that jacket.
Coin never
that's gone nice.
No matter how
Okay.
rank
And we'll use this. I want to get the Slizzard back there because I want to take it out. It doesn't really matter. They're the same, aren't they? So let's do that. Okay. Ow. That was a Slizzard, right? Okay. Right. Yeah, unfortunately it wouldn't be able to take out all these harpies because you really need to take out all of them in one go to stop the eggs coming. Ooh, Barbagazi. Okay. So got to remember this is a full-on battle here. That could be interesting. Damage all damaged enemies by 4, then damage all enemies by 2. So it would take out all those harpies, well, all apart from 2 of them. Could be interesting. But otherwise I'd... Yeah, okay, let's play that. Yeah, let's do it. Just to thin them out a little bit, you know. Just filling up with harpies here. This could be a tactic as well. Just let the row all fill up with harpies and they can't play anything, can they? But I would like to do a little more, really. Try and get to a turn where I've got an advantage here. Yeah, we'll keep going a little bit, I think. Keep going a little bit. Now, do I want to use Slinger? Could move 3. We could take out 3 harpies, but again, do I want to do that? Or I could even take these out. Or move them back. Or do I want to pass now and give up the round? Because this is a good hand. I can do a lot of damage with this. Actually, I want to keep the strays till I play the bomber, don't I? But I could go for these 2, and maybe I'll get the I'll get them again because we've got a few of them. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's set this round on fire. This row. And then I'll turn there. Wow. Okay. So what the hell is this? An arched griffin. Move a random ally to this row and boost all units by 4. Marvellous. So, now I can use the strays. Damage a unit by 5, and if it's on a row of fire, damage all units on it by 5. Okay, I'm going to try and take most of them out here. But it's going to damage them all the same, all regardless anyway, isn't it?
Looking
So
to dance, mate.
Why didn't it do anything? Oh, well, okay. I don't get it. Why didn't that work? Is it going to happen at the end of the turn or something? Huh. Okay, well... Alright, well let's do this. So I wanted to use Meave's ability as well after it had done that, and then shove a load of them back. We could have done loads of damage, you know? Maybe I'll have to save that and play another card. Okay. I really don't know why that didn't do anything. I'm a little bit disappointed, Strays. You've let me down there. Ah, wait. Does the stray have to be on a rotor that's on fire? Not the target. That could be it, I suppose. Oh, it's passed. Okay. He's got 1 card advantage, but we win the round. Okay, might not quite have the... Oh, yes, another one. Might not have the synergies I was hoping for there, really. Let's have a think here. Do I want to just go for this? It's got 1 card advantage, but we can get 2 with the blood card here. No, let's go. We're all in. So we'll do that. And then we'll... Am I going to use Meave's ability? Yeah, it's... Well, could have the Arbalest out to get a loyal ability, but I don't think anyone else has got anything, have they? So why don't we move... Let's just move those back. On the back row too. Nice, nice. Be nice if we could take these out. Nice if we could take the Slizzard out too. Yeah, we could do actually. Could use a stray, a slinger even. Let's do that. Let's move all these back. Get the harpies out, I know, but you know, take the Slizzard out. I think it's worth it. Okay. So now might be a good time to use the blood actually, so we know what we're dealing with here. Let's do that. Okay, so we got a bomber. So that'd just be good for point. I think we're going to go for the bomber and the slinger. Yeah. Have I got to play him right now? Okay.
This could hurt.
Put the back row on fire. Then I haven't got to use this right now, have I? But I have got Xavier, so I could get their charge back, which could be interesting. So I'd rather not just... You know what? I'm going to go for these ones. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Alright, good. Very nice. Ooh. Put the transform all harpy eggs into harpies and boost 3 for each one transformed. That's okay. I might do everything I can to destroy all these harpies now. I'm not going to be able to destroy this one, but I don't think that one's going to be laying eggs, is it? So how am I going to destroy all of these? Got another slinger I could... Yeah, I want to keep going, I think, to get... before I get the Arbalest out, to have more... more power there. But let's get the spy up up here, because that's quite a high one.
Cork it.
Then we'll get the sling. Right, that's the card I played, isn't it? Okay. So I have to hold fire on the ability 2 until he comes back over. Alright. A bit of a card disadvantage, actually. I thought those cards from the blood one were going to go into my hand. But alas, they did not. Okay, okay. I think we might still be okay, though. So just need to hold off one more until the till this guy comes back. So let's get him down now, and we'll move the move some harpies back there. Leave the egg. Okay, that's all right. And we'll just hold on one more turn for knocking all these guys back. Alright, let's give it a nice points boost. Okay. You got Zeal, haven't you? So we can use that straight away. Excellent. Okay, that's fine. It's not going to do anything else. Got a nice boost there. So I'm probably at get... ooh, should I use this one now? Yeah, let's do that now. And then we'll move these guys all back. Take out that harpy. There's a chance they could both get wiped out there. Alright, so now let's bring in Xavier.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
We'll do that. I only need to do one for now. Let's not go crazy. And we'll take out these harpies and that one. Okay, so next turn we've got another slinger we can use. We got the arbalest come in. We've got the scepter to use. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Let's see what we can do. I didn't like that. Move a random enemy to opposite row and damage all units 1 by 2. Okay, it's not the end of the world. So let's how do I want to do this? I want to give a slinger that back. Yeah. Then let's see. So what would be the best? So attacking all these three would take off the most points because this has got the armor, isn't it? Okay, let's do those three. Okay. Now we've got the arbalest to come in. Now he's going to do how many here? 7, 8, I think. So it might be worth doing this here, and then we're going to use the Scepter Storms too, and it might even take them all out, you know. Let's do it. Yeah, I think it's going to. So, okay, so it's got to make 60. Well, here we go. Let's see. 2 cards to go. That's okay. That's okay. Got it. All right. Got to be aggressive against these monsters, you see. Whew. I think this is the way we want to go, isn't it? Check out what's going on down here. Yeah. You guys alright down there? Valley of Ancestors, huh? Oh, what's this? Dear son, if you've opened the family tomb, it can only mean your father has passed and now rests in peace beside me. Please, do not grieve, for this is the way of life. Always has been, always will be. You're the head of this family now. It won't be an easy undertaking, but fret not. I had a sizable sum for this very day. You'll find it where we used to watch the sunset. May your future be long and bright. Your mum, Vavaka. Ooh. Okay. That looks like up here, doesn't it? Okay, cool. Yep, we're gonna go steal his inheritance. with little to no remorse.
Meave now witnessed a sorry sight. A mass funeral for miners killed due to a tragic convergence of events. Their lead caskets lay upon the snow, wreaths of hop cones laid upon them in turn. The mourners waited for the diggers to finish. The digging was tough, for the ground was frozen. As the crunch and thud of picks and shovels continued, the dead miner's foreman scrambled onto a boulder to make a speech. Angry shouts and loud booing stopped him.
You knew it! You knew they'd smell vapors, but you ordered them to keep digging till it blew up in their faces!
Me to whatever the cost, eh?
You've blood on your mitts, whoreson!
A mourner then picked up a chunk of frozen ground and threw it at the foreman. Blood spurted from the gash that appeared on his forehead. The first dirt chunk was followed by another, then by a rock, a brick. Meave realized that if she did not intervene, the foreman stood to be stoned to death.
Well, as much as those sounds are horrible, you know, if he did do that, but there's always more, isn't it? We got to intervene.
Something had to be done quickly. Meave saw this clearly. She spurred her mount and rode into the cemetery, pushing through the throng, then stopping before the foreman, the horse shielding him from further blows.
Calm yourselves! Silence! His guilt cannot be decided here. It must!
Before Meave could finish her plea, a large rock thrown from the crowd struck her bosom, nearly knocking her from her saddle.
Oh dear.
Upon seeing this, her Lyrian escort lowered spears and drew swords and rushed at the angry mourners.
Oh, damn it.
Whoa!
Isbel cried out. Her hands began to radiate a fierce light that blinded both dwarves and Lyrians alike.
Have you lost your minds, all of you together? Not had your fill of misfortune yet? Lower your arms at once.
Whether the power of Isbel's magic or the force of her appeal had the greater effect is difficult to say for certain. Either way, both sides suddenly lost the desire to fight. Meave breathed a sigh of relief, aware that if not for Isbel's intervention, a great amount of blood would have been spilled at that cemetery.
Oh, so did we do a good thing?
Knew there'd be a stink cause of this. Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away. It's good you brought back some order.
Ah, okay.
Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away.
Did we get anything for that then? Anyway. You know, let's have a look at that camp now. See if I can remember what it is. Wow, look at it. I never actually stopped to take a look at this, how it's been developing. Look at this now. Huh, cool. Radio, they're all done. That's nice. That's get in there. That would be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind doing that. Training grounds. Which did I like the look of here? I don't think it was one of these. Was it? No, because I got the one I wanted there with the Pitfall Trap Plus. Alchemist, yeah. Horse Thief. That could be pretty good, actually. Mantlet, mark an ally when it's destroyed, move it to hand instead of the graveyard, then destroy self. Huh. You know what? I think I'm going to save up for the second palisade, actually. Just need just over 1,000 wood. Yep, I'm going to do that. Maybe, if I remember. Okay, onwards. To meet with Bruver.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of the Mahakam range. Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their cloaks. Meave wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Reynard.
There! By the rocks! We shall...
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar. The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks, splitting their ears. The Lyrians looked around, disoriented. Few heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind the rock! Quick! Hurry!
Meave followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror. The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground. All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear. Maeve survived. The dwarves who ran to the Lyrians' rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The Queen looked at their blue, frozen. Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Maeve wiped her cheek. Her tears burned her frozen skin. Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam Guard Patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What? What have you learned?
I tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
Well, it was an avalanche.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Signal horns. Ours.
So you brought this snow down on us? Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Really? Unawares? I do like Gabor. I don't want to piss him off too much, you know. Yeah,
I'm
bullshit.
extremely curious how one sounds a horn without being aware of it. That must be quite a sight.
Maeve, let me explain.
I will. And the explanation better not sound like a clumsy excuse.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way menfolk shovel snow off their roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang would come tumbling down on our heads. When snow's gathered deep enough, we blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to, as I was passing through?
Wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week from now. But someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Maeve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Who?
Hey. Owain ep Glenvog, the Nilfgaardian emissary.
I thought that sounded a bit
Must have
Nilfgaardian.
found out you'd be going through.
The bastard. Reynard! Reynard!
Wait! Wait! I understand you're a wee bit upset, you've every right. But you'll never prove Owain meant you harm. The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I've no such scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
And then? How'd you tell that tale to Bruva? Maeve, you're justly taught, but for the love, just this once, let it go. Or you'll leave Mahakam with nae a scrap to show for it.
Moments later, scouts reported Owain was camped to the north of the accident site. Maeve had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
Bloody hell, we lost almost everything.
By the elder sideburns, I'd no notion anyone was in the Vale. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear. Ah, whoresons. What a mess. I'm so sorry. With all my heart. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear. Ah, whoresons.
So where are these bastards then? Ah, that'd be them then, would it? I might look a bit further up, see if we can boost our morale a little bit first, you know. I'm not gonna let them go. Oh, no, no, no.
While passing the mining settlement of Kolstock, Maeve heard the sounds of battle.
Hey-ho! Into the fray, lads!
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the Queen set off at a gallop to the rescue. Her braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack. The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shaelmars and Barbigazes. No, they were going at one another. Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given the dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Oi, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Meave, who was no stranger to barrack room talk, nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing. Piecing together the obscenities, Meave concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain, or rather of the twin peaks atop it. One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogsland. Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Queen,
Started Gabor, nervously chewing his moustache.
they're asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wouldn't wish to settle their idiot squabble once and for all.
Meave knew well that this type of age-old quarrel could easily end in bloodshed, so she resolved to help. Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the Queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Time to end
What?
this delicate feud once and for all.
I mean, scale the Twin Peaks. For real? Well, where are they? Up here? You're a bunch of idiots, aren't you?
End this delicate feud once and for all. Time to end this delicate feud once and for all.
Yeah, bloody right. Wait, there's not anything hiding in here, is there? Tucked away? No.
When she and her force had travelled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shells detach and descend. Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Meave drew her sword.
Alrighty. Fighting on a steep mountain slope is no easy task. The Lyrians struggled to find solid footing in the snow, propped up by their spears, their eyes squinting under ice-speckled brows. Whereas the beasts, they moved with ease, leaping from rock to rock, long talons scraping menacingly against the stone. Shortened battle. Okay. So, what do we got here? Anything on the battlefield already? Doesn't look to be. No, okay. So, what should we go for here? Yeah, not too bad actually. Well, 3 slingers, don't need 3 of those. Monarch, yeah, they're all a bit pissed still, aren't they? It's kind of annoying. Don't want to give me a pitfall trap, do you, game? That'd be really nice. No? Ah. Great. Wait, did I not get a... Oh, I just traded it there, didn't I? Crap. Alright, well, it might be a good time to use a... use blood then and see if I can get another one. But let's trade these guys, hopefully get something a bit more better. Okay, alright, let's try blood, see if we can clear this frost. Crap. We cannot. Yeah, she might die though, that's the only problem. Let's go for another slinger. I'll go for 2, why not? Okay. Well, that didn't work too well, did it? So let's put them all in the back.
So much anger and suffering. For what?
Ooh, why are you so high?
Eyes up, lads! They're flying straight for us!
So she's got another turn. Might be able to do some damage here, though, I think. I've got an Arbalest, could just take it out in one fell swoop. Might do that. Do you attack? Damage unit by that man, yeah, so it could take her out. So, alright, I'm going to use it, just in case. Get a nice boost there, and then we'll take it out. I'm not sure why Knickers is so high. Might have raided our hand for yummy treats, I guess. Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I should probably get the bomber on the go. And just, you know, set that rail on fire.
I smell a leak.
Can't do too much more, really. I haven't got any... So, oh, I've got a side in there. Okay, well, let's just do that now. Yeah, a bit of damage. Could do that, but I want to wait till there's a few more cards out there. Okay. No.
Quite the clever little contraption they gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
Barnabas, you're in my hand. What are you doing? Does it really matter? Could just get Gascon out, I suppose. Yeah, okay.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Alright, one gone. Yeah, I really should have kept one of those Pathfinders. That would have been nice. Well, I can use these and just hold on to their ability, I suppose, can't I? Yeah. Do I want to just swap them around? Let's wait one more. Because I could use, if there's 3 cards here, I could use all 3 of them, and you know, well, was it? Well, do 12 to each of them. Could be pretty good. Could even use 2 of them and take 2 of the wolves out. That's quite interesting. Or I could use 1. Yeah, okay, let's do it this way. Let's do it like that. Damage all of them, then use Northern Wind. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Let's get straight out.
I'll relieve you of that pouch.
Now, yeah, I'll hold on for this for now. I think we might be okay here, you know, unless anything ridiculous happens. Let's get... Well, actually, you know what? I might as well...
Storm knock out one of your teeth.
Might as well use this, really. There we go. Alright. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? Boost self by the number of other units on the row and damage the enemy by the same amount. That is tragic. Well, I'm going to have to play this, aren't I? It's going to destroy it, so, well... Okay, well, whatever. Okay, and that's them. We are done. So can you do 65 swing in 1 card? No, you cannot.
Take those measurements and let's be gone from this place.
The Lyrians managed to repel the monsters and reach both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements. While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakaman Massif. The dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dahlberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hoog territory. Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Oh, damn it all! I'd hoped you'd proved Brewer's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dahlbergs knocked down a peg or 2, and, possibly, he'd have been more inclined to help you,
said the dwarf in frustration. Then,
Let's see where this is going.
He added,
although only you saw what the device showed, Queen. Perhaps you could recalibrate the results a wee bit?
Ah, damn it, Gabor. If we didn't desperately need Brewer's help, I would never do this, but alright, fine, Gabor.
Alas, no matter the result I give, half the dwarves will be displeased.
said the Queen, after considering.
Thus, if we err in taking the measurements, no great harm will be done, and the benefit to us could be significant.
Gabor just nodded in agreement. The Queen issued the relevant orders and took the 4 in the march down the mountainside.
No, yeah, I don't really like doing that, but there we go. Anything else up here? It's quite the sight. Let's get this loot, because we desperately need it. Oh, it's just going to be a chest, isn't it? Okay. No, we have 1,500 gold as well. That's alright, I suppose. And our morale's gone up. Okay. Well, let's go beat those nilfs. Once we've settled this little dispute.
The dwarves of both clans had been waiting with bated breath for the expedition's return and report. As soon as Meave announced the results, the Hoogs rolled barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Dahlbergs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meave's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
Oh, well, that ended well. Alright, let's get over here. And next time, we're going to take revenge for our buried comrades. Until then, take it easy.